Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, Spider-Man 2099, issue one-shot. We got 2099 Alpha, 2099 Omega, 4 books in between. This is one of them. The other book out this week is this one. Something happens in each of these that kind of relate to each other. Going to be hard to understand anything without it, but then again, when you do realize that it's in both of them, you're going to be like, okay, now I genuinely don't understand anything. Anyhow, this was a good issue. No 10 things, just the book. And of course, who made the book. Love these double-page spreads talking about who made the book. Okay, so Nick Spencer is the writer, Zé Carlos on art, Brian Reber with Andrew Crossley on colors, and VC's Corey Petit on letters. Victor Bogdanovic does the cover, and the variant cover is Travel Foreman. Jay Bowen does the design. This book was wicked. This was a genuinely wicked book. So we've got Miguel O'Hara seeing something. He sees these spider-type creatures, and there's a reference back to the Venom, which is interesting because don't forget that Venom issue 2099 Venom, which was pretty wicked. Actually, Venom 2099, but you get the idea. So here, the word Ouroboros is spoken multiple times by anything spider-like, but we don't understand what's going on. What is Ouroboros? That's that Greek word. It's the serpent that goes all the way around the earth, or just in a circle in general, with its tail firmly in the grip of its maw, of its jaws. So yeah, it's kind of like the idea of a full circle. Yes. So. This isn't going to be a spoiler warning. This isn't going to be a spoiler review. The Doom 2099 book has to be. This particular one, though, I don't have to do that. But that last page reveal gives you a good idea of what the Ouroboros might very well be. I'm more than happy to talk about it in the chat. The chat is not a safe space, but this particular video is, so no spoilers. Crap, how do I talk about the story without spoiling it? It's just the idea that Miguel has a brother, Gabe, who seems to be more of a hero than he is, while at the same time, he's more of those by any means necessary type heroes. He's willing to take his brother's identity to do what he's got to do to get done what has to be done for the greater good, or at least that's what he thinks. At the same time, he is very conscious, not just socially. He's very philosophical in his own. He's like, at what point did we make it so that the only people we'll help are the people who will agree with us? And he's literally talking about the good guys in this, which I love. Love that about this. We get a new scope on Alchemix that is drastic, that is very similar to what we've seen in the original 2099 volumes. What was that, 1992, 93? And but that being said, there's still certain differences, which I love, but the popularity, the social status thing is still a thing, while there's still, so that's a currency, and there are other forms of currency either. There were some things in here that I look at and I just know there's going to be a bunch of, dimwits who are going to be talking about, see that? They're talking about how a socialistic future is bet. No, socialism doesn't mean that there's no currency. I don't know who the knucklehead who has no inclination as to what finances actually are, how they work, but I know there's going to be some knucklehead out there who's going to talk about something about, oh, this is what socialism. No, it's not even remotely close to the definition of socialism, but what do you know? Anyway, so the currencies are drastically different in here, while at the same time, they're all the same because there's still a black market. Yes, and of course, the only thing that's on the black market are things that only the rich can get their hands on. The things that the rich are trying to, control the market, and control everybody with, because that's what it's always about. Even if you did somehow take away official currency and it was just a barter system or something, all right? The idea is that there would still be some form of bribery. There would still be some form of holding something over your head and enticing you. And of course, that can only actually come from the wealthy, the haves, as opposed to the have-nots. So the richer you are, the more of it you have to offer. So I dig that is a huge part of this. The social context is strong here. That being said, the Ouroboros, that's the really tricky part. And if I didn't read Doom 2099 also, I'd have had no idea. No idea that this was a universal theme for the 2099 books. It really just wouldn't have made sense because I wouldn't have pieced it all together. All these books didn't come out at the same time. I didn't know what to look for in the prior 3 books. I don't know where this is going to go. I don't know what Spencer has planned for issue Omega and Amazing Spider-Man issue number 36. I don't know what he's got planned. But damn it, I can't wait to see it. Next week, right before Christmas. Grubby hands. Can't wait to get them on there. Okay, guys, that's it. Make sure you check out this book, Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.